Hi everyone, Kevin here from Golf Guy Reviews, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the brand new for 2020 Mizuno Wave Cadence golf shoes. Now these are a spikeless golf shoe from Mizuno that currently retail in the UK for £140. Now unfortunately we are in lockdown here in the UK at the moment still, so I hope everyone watching this video is staying safe and staying at home. But in the meantime it means that unfortunately I can't actually get out on the course to test these golf shoes. So what I thought I'd do is actually just give you a quick run through of the shoes, let you know some of the design points up in a bit closer detail. I've worn them around the house, I've worn them walking out on the street and around the park, so I can let you know what they feel like on feet, but I'm not going to give you a full review. So this is just going to be a quick video, and then once we're allowed back out on the golf course, I can actually let you know what they're like to play golf in. So if you like the video today, make sure you hit that like button, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date in all the latest reviews of golf shoes, clothing and tech right here on Golf Guy Reviews. So Mizuno have got a great pedigree when it comes to making top quality golf irons, and their drivers and their woods are absolutely incredible, and even their putters now, they're really starting to try and get in on the act and kind of make a name for themselves with their putters as well. So when it comes to golf clubs, they have got it absolutely locked down. But I think it's fair to say that they're a bit less well known when it comes to their golf shoes. And Mizuno have got a huge pedigree when it comes to their running shoes, especially their Wave running shoes, which will come into that tech in a little bit. So what Mizuno have done here is actually taken their technical expertise and their design qualities of their running shoes and put it in a golf shoe. And so what you've got here is the new Wave Cadence. And so the Wave is in regards to the Wave technology that you have in the midsole of the shoe. And Cadence, I'm not really sure, but it's just a cool name. But in regards to the actual look of the shoes, you end up with this very sporty looking spikeless golf shoe. Now, there's a lot of different types of spikeless golf shoes out there on the market at the moment. For example, you've got the new Adidas Code Chaos, which has got a lot of similar qualities to these shoes, but look very, very different. And the Code Chaos is really trying to, disrupt the market. Mizuno, I don't think, have gone for that look with these shoes. These are very much looks like one of their running trainers. You wouldn't be surprised to see these just on someone out running in a marathon or on the street or down the gym. And I really like that about the quality. So if you're looking for something that perhaps is a little bit more understated in a spikeless golf shoe, but still giving a lot of comfort and a lot of interesting features and qualities, then these could be a shoe that you want to take a look into. Now, Mizuno have launched these shoes new for 2020 with 5 different color options, and I think they all actually look really, really good. So I've got this navy and red color pattern here, which I think makes it look like a traditional running shoe, and it looks really cool. You've also got a few other color options. You've got a pair with like a lime color, which I think look great, and also there's a pair that are darker, so they're a navy is the main color option on the whole upper, and then it's got a kind of hint of orange running throughout it, so navy and orange always looks classy. So yeah, definitely something for everyone there, I think. So let's take a closer look at the materials used in the new Wave Cadence. And first of all, the predominant material here on this upper is this Curacao, I think that's how you pronounce it, Curacao synthetic material. And so the reason why Mizuno have used that material is because it's lightweight, and they say it's breathable as well. I haven't had a chance to really test that out on the course. And also it has got some really good waterproof properties to it as well. So Mizuno are giving you a 2-year waterproof guarantee with these shoes. Now in regards to the upper, there is a mixture as well. So you've got this, as I say, Curacao synthetic upper material right the way around the top and around the sides of the shoe there, but also you can see here in the ankle area, this is just more of a padded textile material, same on the tongue as well, and the tongue goes kind of right down under there, so that material goes right under the laces. I'm not entirely sure whether that is actually water repellent itself, so I definitely want to check that out when I do the full review. But what I would say is that it is a very, very comfortable shoe. What they've gone for is this kind of one-piece construction. So if you can see here, actually the tongue isn't separate from the shoe. The tongue is actually let's put it on that angle there. The tongue is connected to the inside of the shoe. There you go, you can kind of see that there. And then you've got this material on top of this booty construction that runs right the way through the shoe. What that means is that you get a nice lockdown feel and very kind of tight, comfortable fit. When I say tight, I don't mean tight as in that it's uncomfortable. I mean that it's this kind of sock-like fit that everyone's going for. And what I do like about the fact that this has got this one-piece construction is that in this part here where you have the tongue going through to the ankle connection, it does feel kind of really comfortable and locked down. So there's a real good amount of padding around the ankle and the heel area. So when I've been wearing these out and about so far, I've had no problems with these whatsoever. These feel to me comfortable straight out of the box. There's kind of no breaking in period in this area at all. Another benefit of the Kuroke upper is that actually it gives the shoe quite a decent amount of stability without kind of having to have any plastic elements on it. So this is still very much a trainer style shoe, and whereas some other trainer style shoes can suffer from a lack of stability just because the upper material is too soft, this material actually gives you a decent amount of structure to the shoe, so you shouldn't have too many problems in regards to lateral movement in the shoe. If I kind of hold it up to the camera there, you can kind of see actually the way that it is a separate layer of material there compared to the soft upper that goes throughout. And actually as well, if I hold the shoe up again there, you can kind of see that it's got some layers to it. So you've got a single layer of the material on the top, but then you've got a bit of another thicker piece layered over to the top there. And again, on the toe box of the shoe, you've got kind of, there we go, you can see it there on the camera, you've got a thicker piece there kind of layered through, and again for structure and support, even the way that the material has kind of been melded, you've got a slightly thicker piece there on the inside too. In regards to stability as well, what I would say is that you've got I believe an internal heel counter in this. So although you've got some additional material, that's not a plastic heel counter, and the kind of counter is on the inside of the shoe. So again, it just means that this is kind of in keeping with this running shoe style look of the trainer. One other design element I just wanted to kind of highlight as well is that actually the laces are really quite thick and chunky. Now, that's not an issue for me whatsoever. I don't particularly mind. I think it goes with the style of the shoe, and it'll be interesting to see actually whether having these thick laces adds anything to the performance and the lockdown of the shoe. One other element that I will let you know about in the full review when I come to film it as well is actually the breathability of the shoe. Something I'm really interested in because more and more of these shoes these days are actually coming up with this kind of plasticky coating that goes over the whole entire upper, which is great for structure, which is great for waterproofness. I'm just not entirely sure about the breathability of it. That said, you know, you've still got the textile tongue running through the top here, so that might give us enough breathability for the shoe, but I can't see any kind of holes or anything or how this shoe would remain breathable. So I will let you know because that's something I'm really keen to find out on the shoe. Moving on to the midsole, and this is where the shoe gets part of its name from because you can see here Mizuno are using their wave plate technology. Now this is really unique to Mizuno. It's in so many of their running shoes and it's kind of what they're renowned for. What it is effectively is that with the midsole you have two pieces of foam. So you have a piece of foam on the top of the plate, and then you have a piece of foam underneath it as well, and then running throughout the heel and into the midfoot of the shoe, you can kind of see the end of it there, you have this wave shaped plate. Just hold that right up to the camera, you can probably make it out. Starting there, it rises and then it falls and it goes to the midsole. And the whole purpose of that is to give the shoe a really decent amount of stability. Now, I've not personally tried a Mizuno shoe before, so I'm really interested to see the amount of stability that these shoes provide and kind of let you know how I get on with them. So definitely in the review, I will be letting you know all about that. From wearing the shoes out on the street, what I would say is that they're not the softest foam available. So definitely these shoes feel nice and comfortable to me, and I don't think I'm going to have any problems at all wearing these over 18 holes. But if you are comparing them to something like the Adidas Boost midsole foam, which is pretty much the industry leading foam when it comes to softness and that cloud-like feeling, these definitely feel considerably firmer compared to the Boost. So I will let you know how I get on in the full review out on the course, because I actually think that there is a good balance to find in regards to the softness of the trainer as well as that kind of springiness and the responsiveness that it can give you as well. Taking a look at the grip of the shoe, and you can see here we've got a spikeless construction, and you have all these separate lugs sticking up right the way across kind of the whole of the shoe and here on the heel section as well. What I would say is that these lugs are quite aggressive actually in their traction. They do seem to kind of stick out and protrude quite a good amount. So I think these are actually going to give you some really good grip when the conditions get a little bit trickier out on the course. Let me know down in the comments what you think of these. Do you like the look of them? And will you be considering picking up a pair? As soon as I've done the review, I'll put a link in this video so you can see the full review. But I'm really keen to actually get these out on the course and see how they perform. Hope you enjoyed this video today, so make sure you hit that like button if you did. And please, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date in all the latest reviews of golf shoes, clothing and tech right here on Golf Guy Reviews.